everyone, and happy Halloween. It's Susan Kennedy, and yes, I get about, as my producer said to me. So I'm actually broadcasting today from a store called Christique, which is a New Age store where we do readings and sell lots and lots of New Age things. So that's in a place called Tweed, Northern New South Wales, which is Australia, of course. So we had our Halloween yesterday here, and if you're listening in from the United States or the United Kingdom or anywhere else in the world, maybe you're still with Halloween. So what an interesting night it is when it's Halloween. I love it. You know, it's all about the ghosts and the witches and all of that sort of thing. And one of the things that really came to me very strongly yesterday, because I had a lot of clients yesterday for reading and for mentoring and for healing. And the big thing I realized was that the ghosts of Halloween are all about our own ghosts, our ghosts from the past. So it's always about dealing with what's going on for us at the moment. And I feel because November, you know, in the United States and everywhere else, you're in your autumn, we're in our spring energy here. So it's all about shifting and changing through the seasons of life. And the energy of Halloween is really about facing your ghosts from the past, letting go of anything that stops you from living in this life. Because today, which is the 1st of November here in Australia, it is All Saints' Day, which is the day that we celebrate. You know, so we've got the light and the dark. And really, Halloween for me is about letting go of any anger, any old patterns, any grief, any stuckness, or any of those ghosts from the past that keep me stuck in a place where I can't see the amazing things that are all about to happen. So the thing is, in life, readings are there for your guidance, and I'm going to do a reading in a minute for someone, but it's really understanding your role in life, and that the seasons and all the old pagan festivals were all about celebrating the different times so that we're more aware. I know in the United States you've got Thanksgiving coming up, and really what a great celebration to have, you know, a time where we give thanks for everything in our life. So I know that right now, if you're feeling very stuck or anything, then it's just to know that this is just a normal part of life and that things will get brighter once you face those ghosts. So don't be afraid is what I'm going to say. It's all, you know, a very beautiful time, very beautiful energy. So no trick or treats today, but I'm going to take my first caller, who is Amanda in Arkansas, USA. Hello, Amanda. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good.
That's fantastic. You sound very bright and very bubbly over there.
I am,
How can I help you today, Amanda? We have a little delay on the line, but how can I help you today?
Well, I've been going through a lot these past couple of months, a lot of health problems, and
okay.
I'm just needing some light in my life for this dark tunnel I'm in.
Okay. Well, firstly, let me say I do feel your...
Sorry.
Sorry, I missed the last bit. Yeah, that's okay. You just said something at the end. Was it about your mum? Oh, yeah.
No,
okay.
that I am a mom.
I know that you're doing...
The mom of a 4-year-old.
Yeah. Okay. So I do feel you're doing a lot, you know, that you've got a lot of things going on in your life and you're a little bit overwhelmed. But my sense is that with your health, that things are going to get a lot better because I sense a real breakthrough with your health. Have you had problems with your legs, your feet?
Knees.
Your knees. Okay, so yeah, same thing really for me because I'm feeling, a lot of energy there. But I know that what you're having to do at the moment is just take a step back and rest and allow your body to recover. So I do feel that you're about to have this amazing breakthrough in your health, and a lot of people around you helping you at the moment Do you have mum in spirit? Is your mum passed over, or is your mum close to you?
She's literally right beside me.
Okay.
She's listening in with me.
Well, I know she's being... Okay, so I know that she's being a lot of help. Might be the lady in spirit for the next reader. So this is really about accepting the help, and I know that as the year comes to a close, and I know we've still got a couple of months left, but I do feel this is about you making a new commitment to yourself. And in lots of ways, you're someone that does so much. So right at this point in time, I want to just say, sit down, just relax, know that everything's going to be okay. And I do feel this huge amount of family support for you. Have you got little ones? Have you got little children?
1 4-year-old little girl.
Yeah, okay. And Amanda, what is your birthday, if you don't mind me asking?
March 19th.
Yeah. And what year?
Of 1992.
1980 or what? 92.
1992.
Okay, so 199. Yeah, no, I got that. Thank you. It's 10, 19, 20, 21. 19. Yeah, so you're actually in a 5-year, which 5 years are all about freedom. So I do feel that this is giving you a chance to really focus on yourself while you're not so well. And I also feel a lot of things going on in my lungs as well. So have you had a lot of issues around your lungs as well?
No.
Okay. Well, that can just be the feeling then of being, I just feel that you feel stuck. So I know that your health's going to take on an amazing shift and change. And it's to not worry about any money side of things as well, not worry about any, any help or anything, because I just feel that you're going to really make a big recovery and get back to the things that you love to do. But at the moment, I feel as though I'm just finding my voice a little bit more. I feel I'm being able to speak up. And, yeah, it just feels very positive for you. You know, when I look at your numbers, as I said, you're in a 5-year. So the 5-year is all about freedom. It's all about just doing things a bit differently. And I just feel that for you, getting the support that you need has been very important for you this year. So really, I want to give your mum a big hand, a big thank you, because I feel that she's doing a great job. And your little girl feels very beautiful. What can I say about her? So I feel like your little girl's very connected to spirit as well, because I feel like she'd be very much sees angels or sees spirit. Do you recognise that with her?
I have before, yes.
Yeah, so she's very connected, and she's also very sensitive to what's going on with you, is how it seems. So it's just to keep yourself, as positive as you can. Did you have knee replacements done?
No.
Okay.
I'm a type diabetic, and I have severe arthritis I got when I was pregnant.
Okay. So all of that, so what I'm sensing there with that, I got this before you came on, I feel as though I need to really make some changes in my health as well. So with the drinking of the water, because sometimes as well, it's just about really flushing the body out. So with arthritis, a lot of that is inflammation in the body. And diabetes, obviously, it's just so really paying attention to the diet. And I feel like now that you've got mum around you, that you'll be able to do a lot more and really take care of yourself and take the time and the energy, the learning that you're doing. So I feel like next year's going to be a whole new time for you. But, yeah, it's all about healing. So I don't know whether you come back and look at the show on the video, but the card I got for you was healing. So it feels very positive. And I always think there's something we've got to let go of in order for something to come in. So I've got these beautiful surrender cards. So interesting, this one, it says surrender defensiveness. and seeing defensiveness as a sign of weakness. But it's just to really be very open and accept all the help that there is around you. And I feel that by February next year, you're a lot more on your feet, but lots of changes coming in your body, in your way you do things, and the way that life is for you. So I wish you well with it, and just give you an angel card as well. So the angel card is music. So for you, this is the time to bring harmony into your life. And the image that I had of you earlier was that I'm practicing my voice. So anything that is speaking, is poetry, is music, is words, will help you get that inner balance in your body, and it'll help bring you to a much more, a better place with your healing. Do you play a musical instrument, Amanda?
I don't. I used to, but not anymore.
Okay, well, okay, so whatever you used to do, you need to go back to it. I was seeing like a flute or a recorder, so I feel that if you can go back to that, it'll just help bring you the inner balance and the sense of harmony within your body, because you really have to learn how to listen to your body, because your body's always trying to get your attention. But look, it feels very strong for you that you will get yourself back on your feet and find your power and trust in your life, express yourself, do all the things that you're here to do, because you've still, still a young lady, you've still got loads and loads of things to achieve. So I wish you well, and I hope you're having a happy Halloween.
Thank
okay,
you so
thank
much.
you.
And you have one as well.
Thank you. Okay. All right, so now I've got my next caller. So it's interesting, isn't it, that energetically this time of life is about letting go and moving forward, and these are always about moving forward. So now we've got Imelda in North Carolina. Hello, Imelda. How are you?
Hi. How you doing?
Hi. I'm doing really well, really well. How are you doing?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Anxious
that's okay.
to hear from you. That's all.
Okay. Any particular area I can help you with?
I've lost two children. I lost my 14-year-old son in 2004, and just recently, 2.5 years ago, I lost my daughter at 27. Now, she gave birth to a little boy that was 3 years old at the time, and the son-in-law has not allowed me to see my grandson. Will I be seeing my grandson anytime soon?
Yeah, I do feel that, because straight away when you came on the line, I had a sense of a lot of, I just wanted to feel that there was someone around you saying that things are going to be okay. But I did feel that there was pressure from a man, and
Yes.
I do feel that there will be other people that bring that child to you. So I just feel that there will be other intervention there to bring this little one to you. But very much there will be a connection there. And I am so sorry. Yeah, and I am so very sorry for your loss, because I know that that's a lot to have to deal with, in one life, is to lose, two children. The thing I sense with your daughter, and it was your daughter that passed first, wasn't it?
No, my son passed at 14 years old. My daughter recently passed at 28. Okay. She would be the mother to my grandson.
My goodness me. Yeah, okay. Well, I know that your daughter, because I feel like I'm more connected with your daughter at the moment.
Yes, she's very social.
Let me just see with her. Yeah, very warm woman, is how I feel her, like very, very warm, and would have had lots and lots of friends around. I feel like she was a bit of a free spirit as well. I really sense that with her, and a very strong woman. Yeah, yes. And I know she must have had the most beautiful hair, is what I feel with her. I'm just really drawn to her hair. Yeah, and I know that over in the United States, because I've got a grandson over there as well, I know there is somewhere that you can actually ask for intervention so that you can have access to your grandchild. And I do feel that that's what she would like to bring forward.
In the state that I live in, North Carolina, they have no grandparents' rights. and he won't allow me to see my grandson.
Okay.
So it would have to be of his own heart to allow me to see my grandchild.
Yeah. Look, I know that it does, it feels really hard for you at the moment. And, you know, if anything, I think your daughter's there saying, Mum, look in the mirror and don't worry, you know, because she really is worried about you at the moment, because I feel that the energy of the grief is very strong for you right now.
Very strong.
But with that little one, yeah, my feeling is that there are, and I don't even know whether it's your, the father of the child, whether it's his parents, but there are it's as though there's another couple that will bring that child to you so that you will see the child. And I do feel that as time goes on, that the situation will heal. So I know that there's going to be a shift and a change in the energy. And it's just a matter of, at the moment, you know, just keeping that little one in your prayers and in your thoughts.
Most definitely.
It's very strong, you know. Yeah, you know, and with your daughter, she, what's she trying to say to me? Because I feel that she, let's see, with your daughter, okay. She tells me, your daughter tells me you know what to do. It's almost as though you've got a very strong sense of yourself, and that she feels that you're a very wise person. And she's saying, Mum, you know, move away from this, like move away from the worry and the anxiety around it. But everything that I see and I sense tells me that that child's going to be a big part of your life.
Oh, I hope so. I miss him so much.
I know. And I feel like the father is very angry is how it feels.
Yeah, he's very angry at me.
Yeah. See, he's angry for lots and lots of reasons, and none of them are really to do with you.
I know.
Yeah, and so it's almost as though this is a big, you know, it's a strong healing time for yourself. And I know that your daughter in the spirit world is doing everything she can, because she was a strong woman is how I see her, and she wouldn't let anybody push her around is what it feels like. Do you recognise that with her?
I'm sorry?
Yeah. So she was strong. I feel like she wouldn't let anybody push her around.
Not, especially not this man, this particular, her baby's father.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there anything else you can tell me, any other communication from my daughter or my son, or perhaps from this man that seems to be pressuring me?
Yeah, okay. So let's just see. So with, look, I feel with your son as well, my goodness me, let me just tune in for him. I just feel the energy with him is, Mum, let go, you know, let go of all the things, because there's been so much sadness. But your son, again, feels like he was someone, was he in the junior sort of cadets or something? You know, like wanted to be in the Navy or the Army or junior high. Yeah, but did he get involved in, okay, in the middle school, yeah. Well, I just know with him, you know, the sense is, Mum, I'm okay, I'm still doing the things that I love to do. I know that music was a big thing for him, and I feel if anything, if he was here, he would have been a singer. Yeah, so I just get that feeling of, Mum, I'm okay, and he's around you, and it's for you to let go. Again, with him, I know that I just have a sense of him being very popular at school, being someone that would have been very, you know, a bit of a leader in his own way. So I know that where he is, he's doing everything he can with your daughter to try and change the situation. So the man that's pressuring you at the moment, who is this? Is this your partner?
Yes, it's my husband.
Yeah. And I know with your husband, again, he feels angry as well, is how it feels. Sorry to say that. And I feel like he's not coping with everything very well either. I feel as though he's quite depressed. And at this point in time, this is about you trusting in your own sense of self, and actually it's for you to stand up is what I'm sensing. You know, to stand up and because I feel as though he's going through a bit of a transition. So would I be right, your husband is very depressed at the moment?
Yes, and he is going through some sort of a transition.
Yeah, because I feel like he's either, so it's very difficult when I'm on the air to say sort of everything that I sense and feel, but I know that he's got a lot of health issues and mental health issues as well, and potentially some very destructive behaviours that I feel. So I feel like he's been using some forms of other ways of helping himself, and I feel that that's about to change. So I know that there's a big cleaning up happening, but that you have to step up so that this pattern changes. Because whenever there's a pattern, there's always more than one person involved. And I do feel that you're getting your strength as well. But my goodness, you have been through so much. So I know, Imelda, this is your chance this year to I feel as though I need to put a petition in somewhere as well. Do you have a social worker or somebody that you're dealing with?
Yes, I deal with my grief counselor.
Yeah. So I know that with that, I feel like a lot of writing, a lot of letting go of all of this grief and all of this being stuck. And I do feel that you potentially are going to make some big move and shift in your life. I actually feel like you will move interstate. I don't feel like you're going to stay where you are.
You think I'll be moving from this state?
Yeah, I do. I feel like you're going to be moving, and in my mind I always see things a certain way, but whatever's north of you, I feel I'll be going somewhere north of where I am. And I feel as though I'm going to rebuild my life, because I know that there's a lot of changes, and also to check those grandparents' law before you move, so that you have that sense of, you know, I'm going to put something now in place, because I do feel like your daughter is saying, come on, Mum, you can do this. I feel like that little one needs you as well. Is it a little boy?
Does. Yes, a little boy.
Yeah. And I know that he misses you and that you miss him, but I also
he does
feel
miss
that
me.
I have to change
was worried
my home.
He wouldn't remember me.
Oh, he'll remember you. He knows you. And there's a heart-to-heart connection there with him. But my sense is that you're going to have a lot of change around your domestic situation, so that you bring a lot of healing, a lot of change into your life. And I do know that it's going to work out very positively for you, that you're not stuck. So I feel as though I need to really work with your grief counsellor, because I feel that person is going to help guide you to the next part of this journey. Interesting, I draw an angel card for you, and it's study. So my sense with that is that, so how old are you, if you don't mind me asking, Imelda?
I'm 53 years old.
Or 53, that's what I just said, yeah. So I know that there's a lot more study coming for you, and that means you standing on your own 2 feet, that you're not stuck, that this is a time for you to reinvent your life and to change all the circumstances in your life, and that from great grief is going to come a lot of knowledge, a lot of ways that you can help other people as well. And I do know that grandchild, you know, that little boy is going to be a big part of your life. So make sure that when you move, that you make that move, that you just really check those laws. And look, I wish you all the very, very best. And I know that life is going to be a lot different for you. And from the spirit world, I just know that both your children thank you for being their mother. You know, that there is...
Tell them thank you for being mine, and that I love them and I miss them very much.
Yeah. 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 Thank you, Imelda. All the very best. And I wish you well.
Thank you so much. You have a good night.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, you too. Thank you. So there's our show for the week. And as I said at the beginning, you know, at this time there's heightened feelings, heightened anxiety, heightened grief. So if that's you, look, do yourself a favour and just do as much as you can to feel what you feel and let go, and do as much as you can to make some changes that are positive, and just support yourself with some beautiful energy. Call the angels in. Today is All Saints Day. Wishing you well, and I'll see you all next week on Living and Loving Life.